Hey, everybody. Welcome to the triple option presented by Knowles 24/7. It's just a double option right now. Our boy Adam Brown, the sickness that was running through his family, it got to our big lovable coach, and he's down. He's good. Give him your well wishes. He's fine, but we're just going to give him a little bit of rest, a little bit of siesta before the big rivalry game weekend. It's Kevin and myself. Kev, how are you feeling after Florida State's absolute dismantling of Louisiana Lafayette 49-17?
Yeah, I think you got to feel pretty good. I think, unfortunately, Louisiana doesn't have the name brand, and we talked about this in the instant that we did on the Knowles 247 channel. But that was a decent team with a top 40 defense, and Florida State had no problems with them. I think they only punted once in the first half. So we'll get into the film in a little bit, but yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about how Florida State's been performing.
I feel good too, and like we said, what very competent team, very good defense. We hit the instant reaction. Obviously, check that out on this YouTube channel and all the other ones. What we're going to do, I'm going to do my little roll and rundown first. Going to give you the 2.5 minute snippet. We're going to do some highlights, and then Kevin and I are going to review the first half of the condensed game film. Obviously, it was a pretty clinical beatdown for Florida State, but what we're going to do, since Louisiana runs some pretty similar schemes as the University of Florida, since it was Billy Napier's old team, we'll take a look at that first half of the condensed film and see some things that Florida State did on Saturday that we might also see them do on Friday. So, Kevin, if you're ready, I think it's time for the Roland Rundown. Raging head over to Tallahassee. On board, and the Wildcat clapping vociferously, taking the ball, heads left. Then he shoots right through that Cajun defense like some late-night Taco Bell through the gastrointestinal system. Spicy. Wonderful reverse angle here. Big Mo Darius Washington leading the way, and Ocho doing what Ocho does. Very, very nice touchdown for the good guys. Third down. Jordan Travis with a handoff. Just kidding. Wait a minute. That crazy bastard kept it. FSU putting it on the Cajuns. And if your name ended in EAUX Saturday, it was a bad game for you. FSU in the red zone again, and just another step in Wildcat Mania, brother. That Louisiana Lafayette airboat is officially broken down. My God, these highlights are pretty one-sided, Kev. Jordan Travis rolling out to the left and delivers a dart to Sticky Fingers, Malik McLean. Throw the X's up, dude. What a day for the Noles. Watch this again. Nice design. Great protection and a spectacular catch. These Noles are for real, baby. My goodness. That's nice stuff, Kev. Second half, a.k.a. garbage time. First and goal, Tate Rodemaker to Trey Benson. Just pushing dudes around. Disrespectful. Unreal. Powerful. Touchdown, Noles. Hey, Louisiana with the ball. That means something's good. That's going to happen, right? Wrong, because Fabian Lovett isn't a Grinch, and he just snatched up Louisiana's roast beef. Shaheem Brown recovers. This is actually getting kind of sad at this point. Tough day for Louisiana. Florida State, mean guys. Duff Man in the game. And he's firing off a pass to Limp Biscuit, Marketson Douglas. One hand, chocolate starfish. And the Noles keep on rolling, baby. They win this game 49-17. FSU improving to 8-3 on the year. Go Noles. Florida sucks. Big rivalry game. Kev, the roll and rundown reigns supreme as it always is. And my God, those are way more fun to do after a dub.
Yeah, that was pretty smooth. I hate how it cuts out your voice at the very beginning there, but yeah, Florida State looked good there. It looked good, even better on second watch.
It's even actually
better with your voice.
Well, thank you, sir. I know that I bet there's actually a lot of people that wish the video would cut out all of the things that I say, but luckily it's only 2 minutes long, so you only got to sit through it. So let's get to the main event. That was the amuse-bouche. Let's get to the main event. Kev, let's put on the condensed film and take a look at specifically those highlights were, I made a joke, but my God, those were very one-sided, man. Florida State really had their way. I think they scored touchdowns on 7 of their first 8 offensive possessions. It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah. So for some reason, the advanced metrics didn't love this game for Florida State, despite beating a pretty decent opponent. It's kind of hard to tell. The offense kind of went down on SP Plus, but either way, this was just a dominant performance.
Yeah, I don't get that at all, man. Louisiana's defense is pretty solid. What do we see here, Kev?
Yeah, so like you said earlier, the big reasons we kind of want to spend a minute talking about this team is because of you're probably going to see a little bit of what Florida is going to do for you. So you can see here that early on they've rolled the safety up into the box. They're trying to stop the run game. That means that they're probably going to be in some sort of cover 3 zone, which they like to play. You can see this corner right here is in a zone drop. Jordan Travis, this is one of the big pros of having someone who's been in the system for a while. He's got this check available. So if he sees that extra man in the box, he knows that most likely this corner is going to be dropping out and he can get an easy completion.
That he does, man. Very nice. Thought the run game was the story of the day on Saturday, and maybe we can talk about why that is once we actually see a running play. Just the stuff that they did to scheme up that success. I thought Jordan was very efficient as far as when he decided to run and then not being able to take any devastating hits as he did.
Yeah, no, this is a pretty heads up play. They're dropping in zone. They're only bringing 3. They're trying to kind of hope for a coverage sack here and maybe hope that Jordan Travis runs and that all these guys with eyes on JT can stop him before he gets the first down, but it's just enough.
And just all the little like movements at the end, man, just like avoiding that second to last tackle, falling forward. He's so smooth in the run game, but look at him the whole time looking to pass. It's the evolution of Travis has been such an awesome story. And it helped FSU. That was a face mask too. Jay Trev was right on that. Oh, and then everybody's favorite Wildcat, Kev. Do we see some Wildcat against Florida on Friday? Because my God, it came back with a vengeance.
I would imagine it's something that they've prepped for Louisiana. It might just be something that they're trying to get Florida to prep for. So sometimes you throw in wrinkles like this to say, well, now Florida on a shortened week has to spend a little bit of time thinking about how they're going to prepare for the Wildcat. And one thing Florida State hasn't shown is maybe a toss out to Jordan Travis out here on the edge if they're gonna kind of cheat away from them. Having Jordan Travis here to run some Wildcat stuff kind of presents some interesting possibilities.
Is there anything specifically that the Wildcat does against the way that Louisiana lines up on defense that's unique, or like you said, it could be a decoy? But man, it was very effective all day.
I think once Florida State kind of took advantage of them rolling that safety in the box, it looks like they're in some kind of split field coverage, cover 4 up here, maybe some sort of cover 2 here, some man match stuff, but yeah, I don't know what Louisiana's doing here. They don't have enough people in the box on third and 6. I mean,
third
just
third and 3.
There's 5, 6, 7 blockers versus 6 defenders. These 2 safeties. I mean, are you hoping that they're going to come down? This just seems like a very, very odd choice for Louisiana.
There wasn't any
blocked up, but
yeah, there wasn't even any panic either, like a misalignment type thing. It was like, no, this is the defense we were on a run. And man, credit to the blocking as well. Good job by Washington. Good job by Murray Smith. And then great job reading the hole by Trayshawn Ward, who had a really nice bounce back game.
Yeah, he did. I guess the safeties were pretty aggressive here, so that's what they're kind of counting on. But you block everybody up.
No, yeah. See, they get contact on him as well. That's good job climbing to that second. And then, Ward he did what he does, man.
Yeah, setting up blocks, hitting the hole.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can get some defense on this condensed game.
We'll see. I don't feel like they had to play that much, but we'll see. We'll see what Bally Sports gives us. Oh, it's just going to be the same run highlight over and over again.
Yeah, we need every angle of it.
Yeah, it was a touchdown, guys. We know.
Yeah. All right,
and the extra point, man. Yeah,
1, 2, 3. Adam, the 3-step kick. That was a big point of contention.
Here we go. 2nd and 3.
Second
Empty
and
set.
3, empty set. Let's see.
Oh man, Verse. He had
Yeah,
him, and then
Jared versus get off is he still has some work to do in terms of diversifying his move set, but his first few steps are just insane.
just so powerful. Oh, dude, he got hit in the back there. Interesting. Let that one ride. I thought, Kev, does Florida's offense do the diversity of formations that Louisiana Lafayette's do, and then particularly like right at the ball that they split into like different formations? Is that something that Billy Napier does a lot?
They do a ton of motion, not as much as of this that I'm seeing.
Okay.
And you really don't see them. I mean, this is even kind of odd for Louisiana to have this many wide receivers on the field at one point in time. Maybe they thought that there was some sort of advantage here to space out Florida State.
I guess, or do you try to open up some running lanes for the quarterback? Yeah, I didn't get it. There was a lot of times pre-snap, the formation would be one way, and they'd clap, and then the receivers would kind of disperse. And like I said, I don't know if they were just trying to catch Florida State off guard, but they handled it with no issue for most of the day.
I think they also kind of figured that they would get some man looks if they spread out. It looks like they're trying to hit this like kind of pivot route by this tight end on a linebacker on Kalen DeLoach. I think that's where they're trying to go with it, because at first this quarterback looks like he looks off the safety, trying to freeze these safeties so he can kind of hit this underneath route, and then he goes back to it and it's just not there.
No, DeLoach stuck to him real nice. Then Lovett, great. Yeah, and then good job by the linebackers there. Great job.
That was all
linebackers and defensive line. Yeah, for sure. That front seven, man, like I said, they've gotten the benefit of playing some offenses that are less than world beaters, but they've held up there into the bargain big time.
This is actually really nice. This is some kind of cover 4 here up top. So it's not a true man. You can see, I mean, Lundy's playing your nickel corner against an empty set in essence. So you're playing a true 4-3 right now with 3 true linebackers out on the field, and Lundy's having to watch him collision this receiver. Yeah, Lundy's the star of this play here. This is worth looking at. I mean, he takes the flat and then he works through him.
Just buries 13. What a great way to play that. Yeah, that's nice, man. That's good team defense.
All right. I've seen that.
One of the few blitzes I think we saw on the day. We kept it pretty vanilla scheme-wise on defense, right?
Yeah. They really did. They weren't trying to do anything. This is something that's going to get overlooked, but this is one of the things that Zero brings that you were missing for a few games at the beginning of the season. Not only is he dominant, but he's just a smart football player. So watch him. He sees they're setting up this screen, and he kind of holds back this running back just enough to kind of
nice to disrupt the timing,
keep him from releasing, and that gives time for Dent to make up the ground, because it seems like they must have varied their snap count to get him off here, because he didn't time that blitz well. But
no, it's just good recognition. That was, no matter if he completed it, it was, yeah, that's nice, Kev. Then I wonder if this is Pittman still in the game at this point. Yeah.
That was an interesting choice.
Yeah, well, been good most of the year. All right. It's bringing pressure. They get through. It's all Jordan, man. 2nd and 3.
Yeah, so Florida State's gone to this a few times where it's almost some kind of, it's like a mesh wheel. And they're trying to get this running back out on a linebacker, or maybe get some sort of rub here. But they drop into a zone and do a good job of covering it. And this is what's nice about having Jordan Travis around.
I thought that Louisiana's pass defense at the beginning of the game was pretty stout. Didn't give up any real explosives through the air that I could remember. Now, of course, this happened all game. So
yeah, they're being pretty soft in how they're playing. You can see them just backing up. Be almost 10 yards back when the ball snapped. They're saying if you're going to beat us in the air, you're going to have to beat us through short throws, and we're going to have our extra safety down in the box. So we're going to play a soft cover 3 and make you be consistent.
And what's this, just a zone read?
Let's see. Yeah, it's that little. So a lot of people are doing this now, where this backside tight end, this backside wing, will kind of pretend to block this defensive end and then release out into the flats, and you almost get a triple option type look here.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he's reading this defensive end to begin with. And I guess he felt like he didn't have the advantage. He probably could have pulled and thrown this, but yeah, it's just enough to get number 10 to kind of to freeze for a second, and so he gives it, and
then boom, man, Toafili hits the hole very decisively. Got to hold on to the rock a little bit better.
Yeah, that's been a recurring problem for him.
And Louisiana's defense is the type they are. They are a takeaway machine. So we had a couple balls hit the ground that luckily they didn't jump on, but good design, I'd say a good decision by Travis, and then good play design to even get an extra level of hesitation in that defensive end. 3rd and 6 in the red zone, and a tough throw and catch.
Yeah, so okay, this is interesting. I think this is a result of. All right, let's go back for a second. Notice that this safety is taking this running back out of the backfield when they line in this Trey formation with a tight end and 2 receivers to one side of the field. So notice, do you see that? He's having to come all the way across the field, but they feel comfortable with that because they know they're trying to hit this wheel.
Right.
They know they can get away with that.
Because we've burned teams in the past couple of weeks with that concept.
Right. So what Florida State does, they line up in the same formation, run what looks like it's going to be the same route, and they know that the safety it's one of these safeties. Yeah, it's this safety is on the running back, right? Because we just saw the exact same formation earlier this drive.
Right.
Instead of running this wheel into this safety, what he does is he cuts off the wheel into an angle route where this safety won't have time to get to him. But an adjustment off of
Kev, is that a choice, or is that a coaching is that a coaching change, or is that a choice route?
If I have no idea. If I were to guess, this is a tag. So this is something that Mike Norvell saw earlier in the drive, and this time he said, most offensive coordinators have ways that you can tag something on a play. So you could be like, you would call a normal play, and then you would say, except for the running back does this. And so it's
same exact whatever, except, hey, Trayshawn, this time you're going to cut inside on an angle. So, yeah, just a little slight variation. That's what it looks like to me, too, but you're smarter than I am, so I wanted to get your confirmation.
No, if I were to guess, that's what it is. But without having the play sheet, it's impossible to know if that's its own play call or if that's a tag or
what wasn't a great throw, but Travis was under pressure and he hit his hot route, and then really nice catch by Trayshawn. And it's just academic, man. Just go ahead. Just get your touchdowns, dude. It's just a touchdown machine.
Yeah, and I do want to reiterate, this is a decent defense here.
It absolutely is. But like all advanced metrics, like you said, I think S&P Plus had theirs ranked like 26th before the game. S&P Plus has been a little funky this year. But yeah, basically consensus top 40 defense, and they got just murdered with a hatchet.
So this is more like what you're going to see against Florida. Just having 2 tight ends to one side of the field, really want to bully you. Run an inside zone, just trying to use bigger personnel against what a lot of teams are doing, which is playing with lighter personnel on the field. You can see against these 2 tight end sets, I guess they're in nickel, right? You got 2 true linebackers, but
yep,
they're able to get a few yards.
That's a good tackle, but I mean, you get 6 yards on first down, you're looking good no matter what you call.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's just They didn't call. Okay. Yeah, it sucks. I don't know. I'd have to look at that again. Did he get there early?
Yeah, it was a little iffy. He kind of grabbed the arm, but I've seen less not called. I've seen more not called before.
Yeah, not egregious, and he was in position. I don't know. That one doesn't burn me up too much.
And then I think something goes on here. I don't know why that's happening.
Oh, yeah, Jesus. They were raging.
Yeah,
right,
I know
empty
this
set again.
Yeah.
Bunch formation. Bunch formation. Oh, and just,
that was just
ouch,
unfortunate.
Dude. Just buried him.
He ran right into his own route. I actually thought their little quarterback was he was decently impressive. He made some decent throws. There was just good coverage all around.
He took some good hits. No, I didn't think he was that bad, man. This is just God. Jamie Robinson. If Adam was here, oh God, I told you guys about Jamie. Jamie's the way he hits so hard. I'm the Jamie guy. I've been talking about Jamie all here.
I defended Jamie even when he was having a rough beginning.
Listen, I talked about Jamie before anybody talked about Jamie.
I thought this high school 4-star was underappreciated.
Oh God, that's your and his personal battle. All right, what do we got here?
Star rankings, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, little counter, being patient. And that's something you have seen Benson improve in, and I think this is a hallmark of how Mike Norvell runs the football. All of the running backs we've now seen Toa Philly run a very similar concept, be patient, and then hit the hole. Now Benson, we know that's Trayshawn Ward.
Look at Rob Scott blocking up field too, man. He looks a lot better. Look at this. Look at 52. Boom.
That was big time. That's a nice
play.
pull.
That's a really solid play. And it's the way that Benson is sticking tight to his linemen. He's being patient while also kind of like being aggressive and moving forward. The confidence in him as a runner. And I thought he got it. Oh, I wanted him to get it.
Yeah, that was close. I mean, it's a good read by Jordan. It's not the best throw, but it's hard to know how much closer he could have gotten, like how much lower he could have thrown that ball without it being picked or something.
You're trying not to have a turnover. It's okay. Let's say you got to make the catch. 3rd and 9. What do we do here?
Well, outside zone.
Yeah, you run the ball. I mean, that was clearly they were setting up for 4-down territory. It doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, so just something we've talked about all year. Jordan Travis makes a call to move the running back, get in a good position to run this football. Whatever they were looking at, I mean, I think it makes more sense. Look, they've stacked this side of the field trying to get some sort of pass rush, and I think they see that and they want to take advantage of the light left side of the line. Works out. Yeah, it's 4-down territory, so it's
good block by Maurice Smith. Yes, I mean I don't know if the run caught him off guard or if they thought maybe we were going to run outside zone to the short side of the field, kind of what we've seen, but great blocking and a really good read by Benson.
Yeah, you were right with Maurice Smith. That was
a crushing block, right? That was real nice. Ugh.
Yeah.
God.
Not much you can do about that as a defense.
No, dude. What are you gonna do? Let's see what happens here. You have just another read.
Yeah, they're already bringing a blitz off the edge. They're reading this defensive end who just gets a little bit overzealous. They even have a guy for Jordan Travis here.
It looks like they have numbers.
Yeah, they've stacked the box here. Look, there's not only is there 8 in the box currently, but this guy's got his eyes fully invested on what's going on in here. And they do what's called a gap exchange, where this defensive end purposefully gives a pull read because they've got this safety coming over the top. But
they want Jordan to keep the ball, which is interesting. Because
I mean,
I feel like dude, pick your poison. At least from what I've seen, as far as the number of plays that they've called, it's been outside zone, it's been counter, and it's been zone read. and then a couple of passing concepts. It was what 6 plays so far. Have you seen us do like really anything else, Kevin?
No, but I think that's
which is
something
good.
that needs to be it needs to be stated that not many teams can run outside zone and counter proficiently.
That's a good. Florida State could not last year at all.
Right, and it limits your running game. And then when your quarterback can pull it off of those plays, that's just so hard to defend.
I thought 20 for Louisiana was a pretty solid running back. I thought that they got a lot more positive yardage when he got in the game.
Yeah. Their offense isn't great, but the strength of it is definitely their running attack.
Then they
did something very similar. They knew they had man with a linebacker, then ran a pivot route with that tight end. Probably something to watch out for Florida. So this is something that they're probably looking to do, try to win those man beaters. But I mean, DJ Lundy.
Yeah, that's Lundy in coverage, and they had the quarterback had plenty of time. It was the matchup that they wanted and set up, and DJ's moving a lot better, man. Another great developments. Just so many great development stories on this team this year.
Yeah, honestly, DJ does not get talked about enough because he was a detriment to have on the field a bit last year, and this year he's just. I mean, he blends in. You don't even notice he's in with Deloach and Tatum Bethune, and that's a testament to just how much of a improvement he's made in the offseason.
No, that play that he made on the tight end right there to stop that third down. And this just I thought this play was kind of dead to rights anyway. It looked like.
Yeah, they're bringing a run blitz. They see this. They've adjusted. You got a good look out of them earlier.
Maybe he could have got to the corner. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's FSU's only punt of the first 35 minutes of gameplay.
All right.
Then 3rd and 10, smoked. Yep, that's rough. Just rough times.
Man,
is that Peyton?
He's so refined for a redshirt freshman. Look at this. So he's up here. Watch this bend.
You know what is impressive to me with, like you said, Kevin, is how smooth he is, the way he's able to shed the contact with just a little dip. His hands, he plays with some very educated hands. He's just, like you said, he looks way too smooth for the age and playing time that he's had. But, man, that kid's a natural pass rusher. He looks really good.
Yeah, we said it when we saw his film a couple years back. I remember watching it and just thinking, this kid has a football IQ you don't see at a high school very often.
Yeah, out of a high school defensive lineman.
Right. And, I mean, it's showing early.
It's in the way that he's beaten tackles, too. It's not like it's kind of like almost, I don't want to say low effort is like derogatory, but it's very efficient as like the use of motion. Just a little dip here, a little pivot there, and he's juking out offensive tackles all over the conference.
And I think it's so impressive what they do with these running backs. All three of them. Most running backs would just run into the back of this guy, get stalled out, makes this little stall cut, and then cuts up field.
So you got to give credit to David Johnson too. I mean, that's they've all improved. They really have. So David and Mike, dude, so running back gurus, and then this is nice. Jordan under duress. I don't know should Meach have blocked that guy? What's going on here? Did he miss? I don't know.
Let's see. I think he gets let through by.
I don't know. Maybe they're expecting Jordan to get a little wider here. I don't know. It seems like he's untouched, and then Emmanuel's looking for.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It could be on Emmanuel, but it looks like Scott leaves him purposefully unblocked. So
yeah, it looks. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't look so much as a block. I don't know. I'd be interested to get an answer on that, but it's a nice play design.
So this looks like something that might be an Alex Atkins thing. So Norvell didn't run a ton of these kind of flood concepts at Memphis. I don't remember seeing a lot of this, but I did see a lot of these these kind of concepts at Charlotte with Alex Atkins. So you're kind of just flooding this side of the field with routes. And since they're in zone, you end up getting this guy in a bind.
Real bind.
Right. So you run off the corner.
Man, nice throw by Jordan too, going to his non-dominant side under pressure. Like that's a really tough throw.
Yeah, it's a great throw. Wide open. He knew it was going to be open based off the pre-snap read. And that's just a prepared offense. I mean, he just knew what to expect. He knew he could throw that over him because he knew what defense he was going to get.
God, prepared is a good way to put it. It's such a professional team, man. The preparation, it's academic at this point. And then, dude, this is what got me. I really thought he hurt his hamstring, but I guess that's the thing. Yeah,
he's
I'm
done
a
this
boomer.
before now.
Yeah, I'm a boomer, so I'm not gonna. Oh, and then he's fine. See, I'm an idiot. I probably like threw up in my mouth when I saw that, but yeah, dude, professional in preparation. That's a good way to put it. The culture of the team is very business-like. Just they know what they need to do, and they just do it like ruthlessly efficient.
All right.
I don't really know. I mean, how much more do you want to get into that? I mean, is there anything else that? Oh, ouch.
No, I mean, little things like this. So I pointed out earlier how Fabian Lovett just made that really heads-up play on a screen earlier. Now, Jared Verse, the natural pass rusher, has an open lane to the quarterback. It's very easy to just assume, hey, I'm the best guy out here, and I just beat the tar out of this guy. But he knows something's up, so he stops and he makes a play.
That is awesome too, man. On 3rd and 8, that is really great growth from him. Because game 1 or game 2, ears pinned back. I'm fast and athletic enough to just hit the quarterback before he throws it. But there, he almost gets a pick 6. And to me,
Amy Robinson playing linebacker.
Yeah, that's God. Look at him flying.
I know.
He's been so much more fun to watch the past month. But
yeah, once
great recognition. Great recognition, man. And those are two guys that have missed some time this season. Lovett missed a ton of time, and Verse, like you said, is raw, but he's that's good coaching. Papuchis and Odell, that's good coaching. 1st and 10, we're going to take a shot. Nice.
Yeah, so get them rolling into cover 3. So very similar idea to the play we just saw, where you run off this corner in cover 3, then you're going to hit a corner route. So this is a sail concept. So you've got a 3-level concept here. Since he drops out, you're going to try to hit this sail underneath him, this corner.
Kev, you think we see a lot of 2-back stuff against Florida?
Yeah, they've definitely been working on it some more. So I think that's a distinct possibility, especially since, Florida's going to run some tight front stuff. The 2-back allows you to kind of diversify your run game in a way. And
yeah, they ran a lot of it on Saturday. And they passed out a lot of it.
Yeah, it's pretty diverse when you've got 3 running backs you can really rely on.
Malik, man. Malik's he's stringing some good performances together.
He is. Yeah, he made a couple of catches, man.
Oh, that touchdown catch too. I don't know if that might be coming up. This is a good one too. This is a good tough one. Yeah, here it is. That's what I'm talking about, man. Good foreshadowing, Trey. Because the pass wasn't great. But yeah. The X is up, playa. Very nice.
You see the natural talent. There's a play earlier in the game. I don't remember if they showed it, where he gets bodied a little bit. That's still something he needs to work on, but the natural talent's there, and
it's starting to shine through a lot more.
Right, not having to be the number 1 like he was at the end of last year.
Look at that adjustment, man! I didn't realize he'd extend that far out.
Yeah, it's a very unnatural catch.
Yeah, that was good stuff, dude. I think we've probably seen all we need to see of this, my man.
Yeah, 35-0. 3 minutes left in the second quarter.
There's still 2 more touchdowns to go, and Florida State looked good. So, Kev, are you dropping a preview video this week for Florida?
Yeah, so I I am. I've got probably the longest preview that I've ever done coming up.
Stop. Do you have a minute count, or is it still being edited as we speak?
It's still being edited. I still got to do a couple of things with it, but it's 10 to 11 minutes, and it's only on their offense. So yeah, so it's hopefully going to be in depth, and hopefully we'll be good. Hopefully I'll get some.
It'll be good. Hopefully it'll be good. Shut up. You're a maestro. I think that's the way more interesting matchup to me. I think Florida State's offense versus UF's defense is a clear mismatch. I think that they do have some athletes there and some size, but I think it's just a mismatch just based on how those two units have played all year. I think the far more interesting matchup is our Florida State's defense against UF's offense with big play potential. That's the story of that team, man. The potential's there, but my word, are they inconsistent. It really just and we're talking diametrically opposed opposites, dude. They could be fantastic and just straight like a wet Taco Bell shard. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I cannot wait to see that preview. Do you feel more or less confident in the Florida game on Friday based on FSU's performance against Louisiana?
Oh, you got to feel more confident.
I think so too.
This is a game that could have been a trap game, could have been a sleep game, and your starters were out after halftime. So
took care of business, man. Yeah. Took care of business, and you earned that extra rest on a short week.
Yep.
Well, speaking of earning rest, that's not us. We're always working here at Noles 24/7 in the triple option. Stay with us. Rivalry week will continue to get better. My God, we're getting commits all over the place. News is just falling from the sky like a manna from heaven. It's absolutely awesome. We love rivalry week. We're going to be with you every step of the way against Florida. Check out our recruit breakdown preview. Florida State nabbed a blue chip quarterback, Brock Glenn from Ohio State. Screw you, Ohio State nuts. We're in your face. It's just a lot of stuff is happening this week. We love you guys. Keep chopping on and go Noles, baby. Get yourself.
A reminder that Brock Glenn breakdown is going to be on the Noles 247 YouTube channel. So find it over there.
But you guys, you're fine. You're subscribed to both. Keep chopping. Keep chopping on both.